Phoenix, welcome to Georgia sweet potato pie, to our sweet potato table. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Dawn. This is really special. I've been waiting for this ever since I saw one of your last episodes, and I said I would really love to come and join you, and I'm here today, so I'm ready.
I am so excited. So again, welcome to Georgia. I think at last episode, we was making the sweet potato hash and the roasted chicken, and that's when Travis ended up bringing the Jason night. Yes. So look, I'm gonna let you know now, there is no Jason night on the table today, but we do have a killer dessert that we're gonna make, and I'm so glad that you came to bake with me today.
Well,
so today we will be baking. It's our sweet potato candy apple cheesecake.
That sounds so good.
That's a mouthful. Let me say that again. Sweet potato candy apple cheesecake. Yes, you heard me right. A sweet potato candy apple cheesecake. It's gonna be the bomb, and Phoenix is gonna help me make it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stiffen our eggs. So we have separated 4 eggs. We took 4 eggs and we separated our eggs whites and our yolk. So while that's separating, Phoenix, then we're going to actually put 3 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese into our bowl.
Okay.
And so Phoenix, tell me, I know you told me that you enjoy baking with your 2 daughters, with your beautiful 2 daughters.
Yes.
What is one of their favorite dishes that you like to bake with them?
Well, we like to bake macaroni and cheese.
Oh, something savory.
Yes. So, if they can eat
We can cut
that
that out
every day.
real quick. I think that's done. That looks good.
We could eat that every day, I'd probably be making mac and cheese every day.
That sounds like we throw little sweet potatoes in that mac and cheese.
Oh, never tried that. We'll have to try to explore that.
So, on my last episode, we actually made a sweet potato lasagna, which was really good. So I think we could do something like that.
All right.
And what else? What kind of sweet baked treats do you guys bake?
Different types of cakes. I know I'm always looking for a recipe with something that my kids would like, so I'll try to get them involved in it. I'll have them go through, hey, it's something you want to make, find a recipe and we'll try it out. So that's what we do. We just kind of go through what do you want to have a taste for, and then we go ahead and try to make it.
That sounds nice, but it's making those precious memories. I love it. And so you're actually going to put 1.5 cups of white sugar in it.
All right.
And then after that, we're going to take the yolk of our 4 eggs and mix that in next.
All right.
And you might want to get your scrape and go ahead and get all of that.
I'm so glad that you invited me to do this.
Awesome. And I'll take it and we just lay it to the side.
Okay.
And then, cooking help create wonderful memories. So it's very important to cook with people that you love. So next you're going to add, this right here is a tablespoon of lemon juice.
All right, we got the lemon juice
to make a little tart. And a lot of times people people always ask me, how do I pull off that the sweet potato cheesecake that we made? But it's something about with that lemon juice, and you pair it with those warm seasonings. It is actually the perfect match.
If you have not had any of her cheesecakes, you need to get down here. You need to get down here and try it. Everything is good.
Well, we're gonna have some so they can come once we get done making these. So next you're gonna mix it till it's nice and creamy.
All right.
And we're gonna mix. Ooh, we gotta keep it in there. We're gonna be going everywhere. We're gonna mix it up. Yep. And you gotta just get it till it's nice and creamy. Love it. So I know one of the things that you and I was talking about that we both share in common is cooking with people that we love.
Yes.
Mine was always my dad. I've told the story before of making biscuits with my dad when I was a little girl. And you were telling me yours was your Nana.
Yes, my Nana, she was always in the kitchen. She believed in, you know, making us good homemade meals, and I just enjoyed the time with her. She was never one to run us out of the kitchen. She wanted us to be a part of it. So, you know, when I was real little, she'd get me in the kitchen and let me do little jobs for her, like putting the eggs and things. And but the best thing was just, you know, having those conversations with her. And I miss my Nana. She's been gone for some time now. So, you know, when I think back to those times where we sat down and had meals together, those things really mean the most to me.
And you know, and a lot of people, they don't want their children in the kitchen with them because they think they're going to make a mess and stuff. But this is when, you know, boys and girls, this is when you bring your children into the kitchen, and this is where a lot of the teaching take place around the stove. I
agree with that. You know, I think it's important. Ever since my kids were little, you know, I wanted them to be able to be not afraid to try different foods. And I think by involving them with it, they want to cook. You know, even when we had a garden, I found that they were more willing to eat stuff from the garden if they had a hand in it. And I think that's the same thing in the kitchen.
I think so too. So next we're going to put this right here, just 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla. We always use the good stuff, pure vanilla. So we're going to put a teaspoon of pure vanilla in. And you're right, it's something about having that ownership of actually creating. And when you are planting a garden and you go out there and you pick those greens or those peas or those peppers, and then you bring them back, and then you actually are creating magic. And that's what we say here at Georgia Sweet Potato Pie Company, is that we create sweet potato magic. And that's what you do when you take something that's solid and maybe have a bland taste, but then you take it to that kitchen and add grandma's seasoning and grandpa's spices, and you mix it together. That's where the magic takes place. I agree with that.
I definitely feel that way. You know, those are memories that I really enjoy. I don't mind the mess. You know, that's part of life. You know, having a little mess, but it's what you make out of it in the end. So
that's so true.
Yeah, I really like. I like the time we spend together. We get a lot of laughs, you know. And if stuff doesn't go right, then we just try it and we say, "Hey, we'll just try again,"
or rename it. Hey, So next, what we're gonna do, Phoenix, is you're gonna cut it off just for a minute, and then next, so you're just gonna take, when you make this, you're gonna just take it's a fourth of a cup of the sweet potato pie mixture. And so for people who love pumpkin, you can just take a fourth of a cup of pumpkin pie mixture, and you're gonna mix it in. You're gonna put it in. And this is just what I'm using now is just our traditional sweet potato pie mixture, but people could use whatever sweet potato pie mixture they enjoy. So you're gonna put that in.
So I'm just gonna
mix it.
Okay.
And then while you're mixing, Phoenix, I'm going to add actually 1 teaspoon of our Georgia sweet potato pie dessert blend. You can actually go to our website and you can order this. And so it's made with pure vanilla bean, nutmeg, cinnamon, and a hint of brown sugar. So go check us out at georgiasweettreat.com and pick up your sweet potato pie dessert blend. So we're gonna actually put 1 teaspoon of that in here. So I'm gonna sprinkle it while you continue to mix. It looks amazing. It looks so good. It looks really good. So your Nana's probably looking down now at you and is seeing all the great memories you're making with your daughters. And it probably just warms her heart.
Yeah, my one thing is I just always wanted her to be proud of me. So I think about, you know, what would she do, and pretty much everything. Sometimes when I'm having a hard day and I'm just like, you know, I just think about, you know, how she just was so strong and encouraging, and how she just loved on all of us no matter what. So she is really important to me. I feel like she's one of the most important people in my life.
I love it. And then, you know, in a lot of cultures, especially in African American cultures, food is one of the ways that we show people we love them.
Yes.
And so that's why when people come to Georgia, I always, you know, tell them that, you know, we're going to feed you and we're going to love on you, because that's our way of saying we love you and we see you. Okay, so it's nice and creamy. So we can cut it off. And one of the things I always just like to do is just give it a little tap there to get all the creamy goodness. So we're going to put this down here with the rest of our dishes. And then what we're going to do now is,
it smells good.
You're going to take this and you're just going to kind of scrape the sides just to make sure we have gotten everything. It looks amazing.
Yeah, smells good.
Yep. And so now one thing we're going to do is we're going to now add our stiffing egg whites. And what that do is it kind of it helps make our sweet potato, our candy apple sweet potato cheesecake. It make it nice, nice and fluffy and airy.
Okay.
So we're going to add that now. So I'll just raise this up for you, and then you're just going to take your scraper and scrape the egg whites in, and then once you put it in, we're going to just fold it in. Yeah. And so just it'll kind of help make our cheesecakes nice and airy.
Okay.
Yep, and we'll just fold it in, and we just keep folding it. And if you see it, it kind of turns like into a nice fluffy mousse.
Yeah.
Once you do that, yes. So we're just gonna nice and fold it in. So with Thanksgiving being next month away.
Oh yeah, ready for that.
So what's gonna be your Thanksgiving dessert you're gonna make for your family?
Something with sweet potatoes.
Hey, well, you know we're coming get with some if you don't want to make
on
it.
time.
Look, hey, or you can get your dessert blend to mix with it.
Yes, because I was just looking at that when I got to the table, like, yeah, I need to get some of that.
And it goes good on everything. I
Yes.
promise, everything.
Yes. You know, I don't mean to be, you know, to those that like pumpkin, but I grew up on sweet potatoes, so
Yeah.
you know that's my thing. And then like the first time I ever had one of your sweet potato pies, we were at an office meeting,
Yes,
and I was like, everybody's trying to be polite, but I'm ready to take all of them home. So.
Phoenix was like, look, if y'all don't want them,
yes,
I'll take
you let them keep sitting on that table.
Yeah.
They will be going home.
I think they were trying to be modest, Phoenix. They actually wanted those pies.
Yeah, I know they
wanted
did.
Those pies.
But that was my first introduction into Georgia's. And you know, I want to support you any way that I can. I tell everybody. I was in Philly, and I was at the airport, and I told one of the girls there in the store about your store, and right there on the spot, she looked you up on Facebook. So
I love it.
I don't know if you're gonna get any calls, but it's a girl from Philly. I don't remember her name, but you know,
I
just like to promote.
All our Philly followers, go on there and place your order. We'll take care of you. And
Yes.
tell me Phoenix sent you. Okay, Phoenix, that looks amazing. So we'll move this out of the way. Okay, so now what we're gonna do. And one of the things I like to use, this right here is just, and we got another thing, I like to use little mini shortbread. This is a 3-inch shortbread tart pie shell. I like to use those just because they have a nice buttery taste to them.
Okay.
And they actually, I feel like they hold the pie better because with the shortbread, the crust is thicker. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're going to use today.
Okay.
But you can use a flour crust, you can use a 9-inch shortbread crust, or you can even use graham cracker. A graham cracker crust will go really great with this recipe also. Okay. And so then also I like to use this right here. Is a cupcake scooper. Okay. And so I always just like to use a cupcake scooper and a spoon as I fill. So I'm gonna let you go ahead, and we just normally fill them to the rim.
So do I fill all the way to the top, or just?
You fill all the way to the top.
Okay.
And then you're just gonna.
So that good?
Yeah, you might need a little less, but yep.
All right. How about we do that?
That's good. And we're gonna start filling our. Yep, we're gonna fill. And this will be time we can do our little fill dance. Feel it, Phoenix, feel it. Feel it, Phoenix, feel it. And we'll fill them all the way up. Dancing always makes stuff a lot better. You really do. Yeah.
Is that good?
We'll put a little more in there. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We'll put a little more. Mm-hmm.
First one good?
Yep.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and we'll fill them all up. And then, I love it.
Oh, I can't wait.
And that's one of the things I know you was talking about with, the stories with your Nana. And that's one of the things I know it'll be a while before I become a Nana. But that's one of the things I do look forward to when I do become a Nana.
Yes.
Is being able to bake with my grandchild.
Yes, passing that on.
Yep, because those are precious memories that you will always have. And that they will always have. So, I think about my grandmother. She had a lot of great recipes that, no one never took the time to ask her for.
Oh, yeah.
And so now she has transitioned. So those are recipes that are gone.
Yeah, those are things that I think about. That's why I try so hard to, talk to my mom and, keep in communication with her. And then I talk to my kids every day.
Yeah.
Just so, I know what's going on with them. They know what's going on with me. We have a dialogue where we can talk, because when people are gone or they transition, there's a knowledge that they take with them.
That's true.
So with the passing of my Nana, that was one thing that I thought about, and it made me start looking at life a little bit different about what really matters, how we spend our time with each other, what we talk about, what we worry about. And you realize some of the things that we worry about really aren't as big a deal.
It doesn't matter.
So I agree. I agree.
Yeah, and I know you asked me a little bit ago. You asked me why did I start recording these YouTube videos?
Yeah.
And one of the reasons I did record because I started recording because I wanted to leave something for my family that's coming after me. I want them to be able to Google Georgia Sweet Potato Pie Company, Google my name, and for them to see that their grandmother, their aunt, their cousin was not afraid to step out and put herself out here in front of cyber world and just share a little piece of something that I love. I never portrayed to be the perfect baker, but I do hope the people that watch us can feel the love.
Yes.
As they watch these videos, and I hope that my generations to come will inspire them.
Wow, you're giving me all warm fuzzies right now because
I think you're ready for these pies.
Dawn looks out for me whenever, she's always texting me like, how's your heart today? And I really feel the love from her. So all this right here is genuine. Dawn has been a good friend to me. And I'm so proud of her and the success that she's having, and I really feel like she's making a difference in the community. So,
we can't be crying. Look, there's no tears when it comes to baking. It's just eating really good. So now this looks amazing. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to put this in the oven for 20 minutes on 350 degrees. Once we take it out, we're gonna let them cool completely, and then we will decorate our caramel apple sweet potato cheesecake. Hey. Phoenix, the cheesecakes have cooled. We baked them on 350 for 20 minutes. They look amazing.
They look amazing and they smell great.
Awesome. So I've already done 2 of them. I was becoming a little creative, but I'm not going to stunt your creativity. So you have our homemade caramel sauce here. It's still kind of warm, so just kind of be careful as you drizzle it. Or you know what, it's all right. We all can wear caramel home tonight. Okay. And then we have right here. I end up using Honey Crisp apples because I think
those are my favorite.
Because they have such a great sweet tart flavor to where they pair really well with the sweet potato cheesecakes. And then what I always do, I just always let them sit in about a table. I take about 2 Honey Crisp apple, take about a tablespoon of lemon juice, freshly squeezed lemon juice, and then I kind of just like rub it on them, and then I let them dry on a deli sheet or wax paper, and then that would help them from browning.
Okay.
So to help them stay fresh longer. And then I know you don't eat nuts, but I love nuts. So for mine, I need a little nuts on mine. Okay. So I'm gonna let you do your thing, and
all right.
As you say, you can become creative and come up with some really great ones. And like I said, I'm just so excited. And this is actually with fall, with being fall, this is a really great recipe that you can make with your kids. You can let them be creative. They can add M&Ms. They can add little caramel pieces of candy.
They love that. They go crazy with it.
Also what would be really, this makes it a nice fall or Halloween dessert, add little candy corn. on top
yeah,
of it.
yeah.
That would also.
We are in the Halloween season, so candy corn there's a lot of candy corn out there for you to get. My kids, my Kayla, she actually loves candy corn.
So yeah, so that's another nice little something addition that you can add to your
you said they
potato.
would come out fast.
That's all right. Hey, more, you know what? If it's for me, more the better. Like more the better. And so, yeah. So that's another something else you can add to it. You can also chop the apples up. I know a lot of people like the apples chopped up, and because it's easier to eat. If the apples are chopped, it's easier to eat. But a person like me, I just like the look of just a sliced apple. It takes me back to my childhood.
Yeah, I like them anyway. These are like I said, that's for you, Dawn.
Oh, it's mine.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. I have the one with all the nuts. That's for me. I love it. I love when you have some fresh fruit with a baked good. Mm-hmm. And these are like my favorite apples. So yeah. And then you can even, like, have you left a couple of those? You can even leave them just plain. If you don't want to put the apples or caramel or anything on top, you can leave them
because
plain.
they are good just like that.
They'll be good just like that. And so I guess all of these are for me, right?
There you
okay,
go.
So where's yours? So so these three are gonna be for you. Okay, that looks really good.
Just make sure you get that one.
I want
Bite
that one
into
right
that
there.
one right there.
That looks amazing. So
trying to get fancy like you, Dawn.
Yeah, I like it. I really do. So this is a dessert that we will be carrying in the fall at our storefront. So people can come in and actually pick up a sweet potato caramel apple. And like I said, it looks amazing. Look, see, you done stopped me in my track. So we will be carrying our sweet potato caramel apple cheesecake at our storefront location. So I am just so excited. And so that's enough about Georgia's. So you have anything else you would like to add before we dig in?
I'm excited that I had the opportunity to be here. I can't wait to try these. Come and check out Georgia's. Be supportive.
You see, she got her shirt on. You see, she got. You can even go online and buy you a shirt.
Yes. So just come out here and check her out.
Awesome. So you'd always ended Phoenix telling my guests just how happy I am that you have came to spend this time with me. I know you could have spent your time with anybody else, but you decided to come into our sacred space and actually bake with me. And these are memories that could never be erased, that will go down in the time.
Hey, you said we're not gonna cry.
We're not gonna cry,
Stop.
And then we don't record. It's going out in the cyber world.
Yeah.
So once you and I have transitioned and we're going on, and it's just our souls floating around, people are gonna come after us will watch this video and say, you know what? I'm gonna make me a sweet potato caramel apple cheesecake. Yes. So only thing we have left to do, Phoenix, is dig in. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Now, are you gonna get fancy or are you just gonna dig in? Because I do have forks if you're gonna get fancy.
I'm gonna use a fork.
Okay, well, hey, she's gonna use a fork. So you know what? I'm just gonna dig in. Right. So don't judge me. Don't judge me. So this looks so amazing.
Oh, maybe I should have just dug in.
Awesome. You ready? You got it?
Got it. I'm spinning the apple bowl.
Look at her. See it? Yeah. Cheers.
Oh.
Cheers. Just right here.
That's good.
That's real good.
I'm gonna get you one.
I'm gonna do my dance. Do my dance. This is my happy dance. It's good.